why China could take over the entire world with an insane plan. In the past few decades, China has emerged as a major economic and military power. It is now the second largest economy in the world and has the world's largest standing army. Some experts believe that China is planning to take over the world, and they have a number of reasons to support this claim. Economic power. China's influence through growth. One of the reasons why China is seen as a potential threat is its economic power. China's remarkable growth over the past few decades has catapulted to the position of the world's largest exporter. This economic prowess grants China significant influence over other countries. For example, China can use its economic power to pressure nations into aligning with its political interests or making concessions that benefit Chinese industries. This ability to shape global trade and economics in its favor raises concerns about China's intentions and the potential repercussions for countries that rely heavily on Chinese markets. Military power. China's growing armed forces. China's military power is another critical factor contributing to the perception of its threat. Over the years, China has made substantial investments in its armed forces, resulting in the world's largest standing army. This military strength enables China to project power and protect its interests on a global scale. The country has modernized its military capabilities, including advanced weapon systems, naval expansion, and the development of cyber warfare capabilities. As China strengthens its military presence, tensions have risen, particularly in the contested South China Sea, where China's assertiveness and territorial claims have caused friction with neighboring countries and the United States. This heightens the risk of regional conflicts and escalations that could disrupt international stability. Authoritarian government, concerns and human rights abuses. In addition to economic and military power, China's authoritarian government poses concerns. China is governed by a one-party system, with the Communist Party exerting absolute control over the government and decision-making processes. This centralized authority has been criticized for human rights abuses, including censorship, surveillance, and the suppression of dissent. The tight control over information and the restriction of individual freedoms raises questions about China's respect for international norms and values. Such concerns extend beyond China's borders, as the country seeks to export its model of governance and influence global institutions to align with its own ideology. The challenge to the global order. Defiance of international rulings. China's authoritarian government also challenges the existing global order. Since the end of World War II, the international community has operated under a rules-based system, emphasizing cooperation, multilateralism, and respect for international law. However, China's refusal to comply with international rulings, such as the South China Sea arbitration decision, undermines the established order and erodes trust in its commitment to maintaining a stable and predictable international environment. This defiance raises doubts about China's willingness to abide by global norms and its potential to reshape the rules to suit its interests. Global concerns. China's impact on other countries. China's growing power and influence have raised alarms among many countries worldwide, with the United States being particularly wary. As a predominant global power for the past 7 decades, the United States is reluctant to relinquish its position. The competition between the United States and China can be characterized as a new form of Cold War, where economic and technological dominance takes center stage. Both countries vie for influence and control over strategic resources, emerging markets, and advanced technologies. This competition extends beyond traditional military confrontations and is increasingly fought in the realms of trade, technology, and information, with significant implications for global economic and potential dynamics. Uncertain future, potential outcomes and implications. The outcome of this evolving global power struggle remains uncertain. China has the potential to become the world's dominant power, potentially leading to a shift in the global balance of power and international dynamics. On the other hand, the United States and China may find avenues for cooperation and mutual understanding, recognizing that their fates are intertwined in an increasingly interconnected world. Time will reveal whether this rivalry leads to escalating tensions or if both powers can find common ground and establish new equilibrium. There is an argument that China's rise is not limited to becoming a regional power, but ultimately seeks global hegemony. While it is impossible to predict China's future trajectory with certainty, it is crucial for nations to be mindful of China's expanding power and influence. Heightened awareness allows for informed decision-making, strategic cooperation among nations, and the development of policies that ensure the preservation of global stability and the protection of shared values and interests.